They're a proprietary blend of maple and mahogany.
And thin for resonance. Grandfather's shell was a 3-ply thin resonant shell. He was a drummer making things out of necessity for himself, and it grew.
I started indicating drums and to see how round they are. And we found out that they're not round to begin with, they're flexible, and as you tighten it up, in between the jaws it would shrink in. So put 3 of these together, you have 300-degree clamping surface out of 360. Not only are you gonna have a rounder drum, but your pressure is equal and you won't crack the drum or ruin the drum.
These shoes are designed for each size of the drum.
The Hurco drills all the different size holes, the little tiny badge mounting hole, the air vent hole, and it just does a fantastic job. Well, that was the problem, because I saw a guy with a wood drum shell putting tape on it, measuring. I said, how long does it take you to do one shell? He goes, about 2 days. And I gave him the task, you gotta go find us an automated drilling machine. So Sid had a few different companies that we talked with, and all of a sudden he called me and he said, I got the Hurco company. And they got a distributor here in Kansas, 2 miles from the shop. And I went down there and I met with Dirk Gage, who's the distributor, and in 2 days, Dirk had already programmed on a test drilling a drum the way the Hurco would do it.
Bill had a vision of where he wanted to take the company and how to get there. I designed all the different pieces. I actually did them on the Hurco control. That way when I got them designed, I already had the programs to make the pieces. The Hurco system is so good in all the things it does. I was able to take a bunch of drummers that have never machined anything or programmed anything or run any CNC equipment, and we were able to systemize something down to the level to where they could be successful with really no knowledge. Once we had it in place and had it organized with them, the Hurco took over from there really. They've been very successful with the system that we created, and I think that's a real credit to Hurco's technology.
That is a bird's eye maple natural finish. So we do everything from a classic natural finish to a super high-end flake finish. Once the drums are done here, they get cut and buffed and polished, and then they go back here to our awesome Hurco VMX42i.
If you look at the drums, they have a series of holes around the radius of the drums, perpendicular to the center line of the drum. There's some milling that has to be done. Also, the drums have to be machined to the appropriate length of the drum. And that required a Hurco 4th axis, but the center line of the 4th axis was not high enough to get a very big drum in there. So what we had to do is engineer and design a riser that the 4th axis sets on that lifts the 4th axis up off the table. And that gives us the capability of swinging a 22-inch diameter drum.
I used to do them by hand on a little table, and it makes all the difference in the world.
If it ain't Hurco, send it back.
Yeah.